you go into the different classes and you are a different person. And also when I'm dancing in Mariinsky, I'm Vishneva #1. When I'm going to the American Ballet Theater, I'm different. And then people who talking a little bit differently because they didn't know me from the young age. They know me from the 30 years or 25 years, and I'm already different.
Getting used to being used to someone. So some people in Mariinsky, people know her, they're used to her in a way that they aren't in other companies, and that the way that she interacts with them depends on that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I feel it like that. I love that. I really appreciate to be a guest. It's really wonderful.
And I love, you know, when I see you dance, I see imagination, and it makes me a sense of wonder of what can be, and it's so apparent when you're on stage. I love that you said that word because to me that is so much of who you are.
And you never know what it's going with you on stage, because that's you prepare really hard on rehearsal period, but you always stressful and really nervous because it's of course you wait some magic coming, something needs to happen on the air, something needs to happen through the audience to the stage, from the stage to the audience. Yeah, and that gives you adrenaline and gives you potential to be the best in this moment and to because I always know what I feel when I'm going to the stage. It scares me because I all the time want to jump over my head what I'm doing, and it's really stressful because you understand how hard after performance I need 2 days just come back to the earth because it's really push yourself emotionally and physically, but it's really needed this month because that's you're growing, that's you going forward. If you're doing just level, that's how your rehearsals, you're never growing. You need jumping over you.
One more question, and then she needs to go create some magic in rehearsal.
Desmond mentioned a lot, like what do you want to say and stuff. So what do you want to say to like the audience? Yeah.
When I dance?
Yeah.
That's on the audience. I know what I want to say is I always have a story. I just always, when I approach the stage, before the curtain comes up, I always say that to myself. I've always, pretty much have always said that to myself. I don't know where that came from, but I've always said, I have something to say to you. That's all I can say to that is I always approach the stage or how I'm coming to the audience is that I just have something to say, and I'm hopeful that it's new, or I'm hopeful that the audience will engage with me, and that you know, it will create some sort of thought, you know, provoke some sort of thought. I love that part, because I love the mystery of dance, where people think one thing, and then you're like, oh, I did not know that was going to happen. And you're like, mm-hmm. Because we hold the power, right? The dancers, the artist holds the power. And as Diana said, but you have to be susceptible to spontaneity. And I'm super susceptible to that. I wasn't always like that because I was stressed out about getting it right. I had to be, I gotta do it right. And then once I learned to just be, and be okay with all the training that I've learned, all of those things, just be a person that lives, loves, loses, you know, who's been around the world, or not even around the world, just has interacted with many people, as I like to use all of that. So when I come to the stage, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like this. Pretty much. Like, even if I have to be, you know, naked, we go there. But, well, you know, sometimes you just have to be open and vulnerable and allow yourself to be okay with what you've worked on and what you worked for. And it'll generally give you exactly what you want.
Be very honest with yourself. People.
Honest and open.
You know, I have example in a dancer marriage Juliet, and some couple came after the performance and they crying. I said, what's going on? Maybe expressing on the phone. I said, no, you know, we was before in Romeo and Juliet, and it was kind of it was divorce. And after performance, they having again together. That makes your life to be a dancer really makes sense, and that's what you transform, like what kind of strong emotional, and the people change his life.
That's profound. I think that we're going to end there. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.